Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Regrowth with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day as always. You might be seeing all these trees and thinking, well, what's beyond that wall? I'm going to show you. Come around here with me and you're going to see my Witchery area. I said in the last episode that we was going to make one of these, and we pretty much need to make one of these to be able to give our altar all the power that it needs to be able to do all of the infusing and the brewing and all of those strange things. All those witchery magics. And this area is alright. It's not amazing. You could go down the super efficient route of having it in a small room and piling up loads of stuff around it. I kind of wanted to make it look a little bit more natural, so I went with this. I think it's nice, We got some Spanish moss along the sides. We've got some down here, if we have a look down here. We've got some ember mosses. Now you're probably thinking, well, why haven't you filled out the rest of it? And I'll get onto that in a second. I've also got all these bits here. We've got a cauldron, we've got this. I've had my cauldron running with the fire underneath it for about 20 minutes and nothing's burned down. It did kind of start spreading out here, but something exploded. Oh, there we go again. But now it seems to be okay. I don't really know the vanilla mechanics behind that, so yeah. But what is this exploding stuff? Things just keep imploding all over the place. But I'm yet to actually see anything explode, so I think we're alright. Now, let me talk about the Witch's Altar a little bit. So, this guy stores power, and the amount of power that it can store is based on the natural kind of flora around it. So, flowers, you can use oak leaves, you can use trees. These guys are pretty good, ember mosses. You can use planted artichokes and the witchery crops, but I tried it on the crop sticks because we have to use crop sticks in this, and it didn't seem to be reading them, so it wasn't picking them up. So I don't think those work. So I gave those a miss. But once you've done that, you can then add modifiers to your altar to increase the storage or the amount of or the speed of the power. You can even boost the power distribution range. So this out here is being distributed here. The general radius of an altar is anywhere between 14 to 16 blocks. So yeah, just bear that in mind when you do it. It's kind of a weird one, 14 to 16. The wiki says that it could be any of the anywhere in between that, but yeah. But yeah. But this guy does have a cap, so you need to remember that. So before I placed on the wither skeleton skull, so if we grab this guy here, you'll see it will go down to 2,150. So let me show you something. If we grab an ember moss, here we go, and we come down here and we break this guy. Oh, there we go. You're gonna see. Actually, I might have placed one too many down here because I wasn't too sure how many I needed. It doesn't look like it's going down. Okay, we'll break you. And any second now should start dipping. Yeah, there we go. Look, 2,142. And then if I place it back down again, you see it go up to 2,150. Now, I broke a couple of the ember mosses down there, which means we had more ember mosses than we need to, so we did hit the cap. So there is a cap on this. I'm not too sure what the cap actually is. I know that the skeleton skull adds 1 times base power, the wither skeleton skull is 2 times, and I think you can use a torch for base recharge rate. That doesn't give you base power. So, well, I guess we could do this. Let's get rid of these. Here we go. And I kind of want to pick those up. Can you come through the leaves? Oh, I stepped on the thing by mistake. Come on. Come through here, please. Please. I don't want to break the leaves. I guess I could break the leaves. Come here. Come here. And there we go. So that is 1,063. If we take the torch off. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we can go any higher than that. 1,063. I know we might be able to, but if I add anything else to it now, it doesn't seem to do anything else for us. So I think that is the limit. I think we've hit the cap on there. And we needed this amount to be able to do the brewing that we're going to be doing very soon. So I'm just going to place these back down here. The zombie skull doesn't actually do anything for us. It's purely aesthetic. Just, yeah, you don't need that. But the other two are very helpful. Plus a torch. Why not? Now, there's another few things we can use. We can use chalices, filled chalices, candelabras. There's the Arfana that we can use for distribution range, but I don't really need to use any of those just yet. Plus, I don't have any of the stones that we need to be able to make them. But I think we're going to be getting to that fairly soon. And some of you probably been wondering how I got the Wither Skeleton skull. So I wanted to go to the Nether, and you see down here I've got a cleaver. I made a cleaver because they're well known for having a good little prefix on them for this sort of stuff. So if we go onto here, you'll see the special ability is beheading. Now, I don't really know if that works with Wither Skeletons, but I didn't actually kill a Wither Skeleton to get that skull. Now, you're probably thinking, what, how did you get it then? Well, I was looking around all these explosions. What is going on? I was walking around the Nether trying to find a Nether fortress, and I came across, and you'll see them now and then, they're like little Wither Skeleton heads with little legs on them. Like, sometimes if you kill a Wither Skeleton with gravestones on, the mod gravestones, they drop their heads and their heads run around with little legs. Well, you'll get those things spawn naturally as well. And I killed a couple of those and got a Wither Skeleton skull, so yeah, pretty good. I like that you can actually do that. You can just go and get them without actually having to find yourself a fortress. That's kind of nice, so that saves me a little bit of hoo-ha. But there are, you know, we needed 3,000. It says in the book we needed 3,000. There was another thing we could do to be able to do this, because the one we're doing today is this one. It says the mutating sprig can be used to mutate some things in specific configurations. To make it, you'll need about 3,080 altar power if the cauldron isn't augmented by chalk circles. So, and if we're going to do chalk circles, the ones that we want to use is white chalk, because red chalk and some of the other chalks, you know, they help, but they have stability problems. Alright, so I just did a little crash trying to look at the recipe for that. It's never actually done that before, so I don't think that's something that's always going to happen. But yeah, I tried to look at the recipe and I did a crash. But I have looked at the recipe earlier, because otherwise I wouldn't know what the recipe was. But basically the reason we can't make it is because we don't have lapis. I need lapis to be able to make that. So yeah, we don't have access to that yet. So I'm going to go with just making it up to 3,000 and doing it that way. It also gave me a minute to think while I was rebooting the game. I actually broke these leaves when I was showing you the minimum amount of altar power without all of the foci on top. That's not right, because I actually broke the leaves, didn't I? So that would have taken down some of the altar power. So yeah, just forget that number and play around with yourself. That's the best advice I got for you. There's probably somewhere out there that has it on like on a wiki or something. But yes. So let's go ahead and make this mutating sprig, because I'm very excited to make it. I've never made it before. I think it could be fun. So first things first, we're going to need to fill up our Witch's Cauldron, as always. There we are. And we need to get ourselves a few things. So I think we need some nether wart. So let's go and grab ourselves a little bit of that. Wherever you're hiding out. There we go. So we need some nether wart. We need a sprig. And I think I have one of those because I have killed the tree ants before. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I want to show you that in a minute. A Trifid seed. You'll like that. I got it from a chicken. I traded him some wheat for it. You're probably thinking, what are you on about? I used a little goldfish pendant. I traded it for 8 wheat. Yes. So, we've got our ent twig. We've got our nether wart. Let's have a look at the other things we need. So, we need a mutating sprig. Here we go. So, we need that. We need ourselves some mutandis extremis. I luckily have one of those, I think, from the last episode. Yep. So, we need you. So, we need you, you, and you. And I don't know if we have to put these in a particular order, but I think this is how we do it. So, nether wart, ent twig, mutandis. Here we go. So here, nether wart, ent twig, and mutandis. Alright, it looks like it's going to do something. Oh. 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 Oh, is it using... Ah, there we go. Nice. Did that use up like a million amount of power? Yeah, it did. Like, it used up almost it used up 3,080 power, didn't it, to work? That is cool. I haven't got a clue what this thing does, but it's cool nonetheless. Can we use it on something? I don't know what this does. Can we go on like uses? No. Kind of clicking on stuff to see what happens, and doesn't seem to be doing a great deal of anything. Is it just me, or am I moving really slow? Like, I'm running at the minute. Why am I moving so slow? Oh, I got slowness. That would explain it. I guess it's a side effect from doing the Witch's Brewing. Maybe. But let's have a sleep, because I don't want all the dire wolves to start coming out. Making their racket. I still haven't disabled them yet. I need to go and do that at some point. Okie dokie. So, I spoke too soon. Where are you? Come on. These things are oh, there they are. They're like miles off over there. Come here. Otherwise, they're just going to be making a noise this whole episode. We need to figure out what we're going to do next as well. So we've got a mutating sprig, which is nice. Come here. There we go. And we have a couple more things that we can make now. So it's going to be good. And there's a lot of things that we can do now, having a cauldron that has a 3,000 power on it. I don't actually know what the maximum capacity power is. We have done it in one of our series before. I think it was the Blood and Bones one. Something tells me 8,000, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So let's have a look at what we got to do now. And this means we can hand in a quest as well. And we love handing in quests. So let's have a little look. You see, should be down the bottom somewhere. Here we go. The more mutation gives us 16 mutandis extremis. Nice. Let's have a look at this. So the mutating sprig can be used to mutate some things in specific configurations. To make it, you'll need about 3,000. Oh, okay. Certain things in certain configurations. Oh! I just turned into mycelium. I didn't even know. Wow. Has that brought down my auto power? It has. I think that's brought my auto power. Oh, man, I didn't want to do that. Well, I guess we'll change it at some point. But there we go. So we got ourselves some mutandis. I used a little bit of the durability up as well. I need to remember that. I need to figure out what stuff we can do with this. It probably is inside the Riches book. I'll have a little bit of a read of it between this and the next episode. But yes. So we got a few more things that we can do now. I've got you now, and we've got holding on. I really like these guys. So the graspers. Let's see if we can do these. So the mutant sprig should be able to create a small but powerful but useful plant known as a grasper. This plant will hold any items placed on it. It is worth noting that rites can use items that being held in. Yeah, so there's certain rites that we do with circles that require items in them to be able to be kind of sacrificed or used for the ritual to work, and you can have graspers there so that the ritual can continuously go on because it will use the stuff from the graspers. That's kind of how it works. So to mutate some graspers, place a chest above a block of water with long grass to each side, and simply use the mutating sprig on the chest to mutate the grasses consuming the chest. Okay. Alright, I got that. So let's do it like here, I guess. So we need some water. Let's go get ourselves one of those. Actually, did I make a... I did. Woohoo! Alright, so we'll do you. There we go. And we needed some... I'm going to use this. Oh, wasn't meant to do that. So we need some grass. On... Did it say either side? Is that right? So we just place a chest above a block of water with long grass to each side. Okay, so we need long grass on each side. I hope this is long grass. It looks kind of long to me. Or is it like the really long stuff? I don't know. We'll just try it and see what happens. Alright, so we'll grab you. Let's quickly do this though. So we'll do that. And let's get a chest. Oh, this is really cool. I've never done this before, so I don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to it. The only reason I know about this is because I watched Nemson do it before. That's the only reason I know what these grasper things are, but I never saw how he did them. So, okay, so we'll do you. So that's on all sides, and then like, oh, look at that! Graspers. Oh. And I think we can give them it. Yeah, look at that, look. They grab it and they hold it and they do all sorts of funny things with it. They can hold on to my mutating sprig for me. How cool is that? I don't know if I need a specific thing to break these. Oh no, I can just break them. Sweet. I love that. That is so cool. Okay, so that gives us graspers. And we get another 4 from handing that quest as well. So we got 8 graspers now. That is super cool. And we've also got I've got you now. So another mutation. I think this is the one that grabs animals. So sometimes we need to use snares. Yeah, critter snares. So another mutation which can be performed with the mutating sprig is that of critter snares. These clee plants will ensnare small creatures that touch them, such as bats, silverfish, and small slimes. It seems they hold them well enough that you can move the snares around with the critters still trapped in it. So I can use the I can use them to carry stuff around. To mutate critter snares, place a spider's web above a block of water surrounded with alder saplings, and then ensnare a zombie in the web. Oh my god! Once this is done, right-click the web to mutate the alder sapling into critter snares. Right. That's a thing. So, well, firstly, we need to get ourselves some web. So we need a cobweb. Okay. Can we do this somehow? A spinning wheel will give us a cobweb. Ah. A spinning wheel, I think, from Witchery needs... Let's have a look. Spinning wheel. Yeah, it needs an attuned stone. So I don't think that's going to do it. I wonder if there's another way to do it. We could go into blood magic, but I think if we go into blood magic, we need... we have to go through these mods first. So, yeah, because I think to make these, and make any of these, we need... Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Huh. Unless we just go get ourselves a cobweb from somewhere, but I don't know where we're going to be able to get that. That has stumped me. Where are we going to get a cobweb from? Around here. I don't know. I'm going to have to think on that one. Unless we do go into blood magic. But I think to be able to make a altar, like a regular altar, we need... Yeah, we need an attuned stone. And to be able to make a regular attuned stone, we need Whiff of Magic, which I can get. But we need a dragon stone. And to get a dragon stone, we need to open up the portal to Alfheim from Britannia to be able to trade the stuff through to get that. And to be able to make a portal to Alfheim, let's have a looky-see. So I think they might be moving on to this fairly soon to open all this stuff up, because it looks like we're going to have to, doesn't it? So, there is another thing that I want to do today before we finish up, but let's quickly have a looky-see at the recipes. So I'm looking for the Elven Gateway Core, yeah. So that's going to need Terra Steel. Terra Steel is going to require a Terra Steel. We need that little guy that goes on the ground. I can never remember the name of it. Where are you hiding out? It's like a little pressure plate that we place on the ground. And this is going to allow us to make Terra Steel. I don't know if we have to fight the Gaia Guardian before we can do that. Oh, here we go. Terra Steel Augmentation Plate. So we need fire, air, mana, earth, water. We've actually got all these. A block of mana steel and a block of lapis lazuli. So we're going to need to be able to make lapis. And I don't have the means to make lapis yet. And I can't dig it yet either. So, we've got a couple of ways that we can get lapis. We can go into extra bees. We can mine it, which means I'm going to need to upgrade my tools, but I don't know if I've got the stuff to upgrade them. And we can also make the seeds. Now, essence of lapis seeds, I believe, require strong essence. Let's just do it this way. If we have a look in here. So if we have a look at these guys, we're going to see that it's going to cost ourselves strong essence, as well as a rune of mana, blue dye, dye seeds, reek of misfortune, essence seeds. So this is basically the next line of things that we have to go on to. And if we want to do these, we need to make ourselves a strong infusion stone. So we're going to have to basically go through all of the current seed recipes that I need to do if I'm going to do that. I need to do all these. So, alright, well that's something to bear in mind. It's something I can do off camera, isn't it? Because I generally do the seeds off camera because that's mega boring. One thing that I do want to say quickly though, which I was not too sure about in the last episode, but it turns out I'm totally wrong. Oh, these are my blaze seeds. They look funky, don't they? We do need to go ahead and replant all these. I haven't done it yet because it's a pain in the butt. I've been putting it off because I haven't really needed any copper, tin or iron yet. But we are going to have to replant these. And, you know, they're planted, but they're not growing. They won't grow past 29% of the minute. They're just sticking there. And that's because we haven't used the tilled garden soil. So I'm going to have to go around. I'm going to have to lay tilled garden soil down for all of this. So I'm going to have to do a fair bit of composting to do that. I might even make these areas a little bit smaller and have like 4 different sets of seeds. Like we have here, I might do this just to reduce on size that much. Because I got so much iron and tin that I don't really need all these growing. I'm actually thinking of doing the 4s, you know, ditching some of the farms and then just going to the nether and mining half of it. Because we've got loads of it there, haven't we? So I might as well just do that. It's so much faster. But who knows? Alright, so let's grab all of these. We're going to finish up today's episode by making something from Britannia. Because we need to do this. And it's going to come in super helpful. And it's also going to allow me to make a few things I'm yet to actually be able to make. So here, let's do this. So we're going to make ourselves some blaze rods, and we're going to get ourselves some cobblestone, and we are going to make ourselves some of these. Yes. And we need 2 brewing stands, because we're going to be making ourselves a... it's not infusion, is it? We're going to make an alchemy catalyst. That's the one. Alchemy catalyst. We need 2 brewing stands. We need some living rock, 2 gold, and a living mana pearl. And I got gold over here, I think, because I was stocking up on it earlier. Yeah, there we go. Cool beans. So we need 2 of you, 2 of those. We need a mana pearl and some living rock. I think I might have a mana pearl over here. Let's have a look. Or maybe I don't. Well, that's no worry. We got loads of ender pearls in here. So let's grab one of these. Look how much this is filled up. I just haven't been doing any Britannia stuff, so this is just... I was about to use that then. I would have looked like such an idiot if I used that to try and get the mana out of it. Oh man, I would have never lived that down. But here we go. Yeah, look, we're almost done. We're almost full. This is insane. So, now we want to do you. And let's grab some living rock. We got so much of that because I did those 2 quests that gave it to me every time. And that's going to give us an alchemy catalyst. We're going to want to place this underneath this guy. So I'll put it underneath there. And oh, I just lost my dirt, didn't I? We'll put that there for now. I'll fix it later. Yeah, so that will do that for us. Now we can use this to do alchemy, catalyzing-y, conjuration-y stuff. But I think that's also going to allow us to hand in a reward. Yeah, there we go. So that'll give me 4 slime balls, which is pretty good. But another thing this allows us to do, and I don't know if this recipe has been changed, but it's definitely going to make our lives a million times easier. And it means that we can now go into a load of different quests, which is going to be pretty funky because I've been wanting to get into the tech side of things. Should be able to do this. Oh man, you're not going to work, are you? Uh-oh. I thought this worked. Unless it's the one higher up. Oh, we might need to make the higher one up. That sucks. I was kind of hoping that would work. Let's have a look. I think it might be this one. Conjuration catalyst. Okay, alright. Let's see what we can do with this first. Because we still might need to use it for something. But it gets a quest out of the way, so I can't really moan about that. Here we go. Where are you? Come here. I'm going to do something you'll hate. I'm going to break a piece of wood with a shovel. And I'm going to do this. Here we go. So man is extremely volatile substance to a point that its complete properties and abilities are unknown. One of them is known, though, by attaching an alchemy catalyst created with a mixture of otherworldly materials to the bottom of a mana pole. It enables the pool to perform alchemy. What can we do? So we can make leather, which is one thing, which is nice. We can make different types of wood, saplings. Okay. We can make smoky quartz, which is nice. Different types of stone. We can make ice, vines. We can do different fish. That could actually be really, really handy doing that. But they're all raw, so maybe not. Potato. Blaze rods. Gunpowder. Get name tags. Not bad. String. Always handy. Cacti. And we can do that. What's this? You can press Q in your inventory to drop control. Q drop. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. So we can do that, which is cool. Yeah, there's a few things we can do. None of it looks super useful to us at the minute, but I think it will be eventually. Kind of bummed that it won't do the redstone. I think that's the one higher up that we need to make. So I got a little bit excited over that, but we can't do that, so yeah. But, you know, that's fine. The one higher up allows us, if you're wondering what I was trying to do, it allows us to transmute glowstone into redstone, unless that recipe's been removed. I don't know if it can be removed, but if it can, then that's even more annoying, but yeah. But I think it's about time we got back into Britannia. We're probably going to do that in the next episode. Oh, to see us out is the wolf. But we need to go into it because we need to be able to make the portal to Alfheim. We need to start working on getting all the other runes together. I think it's a progression line that we need to go down if we're going to go on with Witchery. Unless any of you guys have a better idea, so yeah. Cool beans. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. I'm going to have to go and slay me some wolves. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always. And bye-bye.